is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is overcast. It is kind of muggy, but we're not really warm enough where you can feel that atmosphere overly well, but there is a lot of moisture still in the air. Remember the fog from this morning, and it's chilly in Colorado Springs. We haven't really brought a warm direction wind. We've been socked under cloud cover, and the air is moist, so it's tough for Colorado Springs to kind of move quickly with the temps. So we're in the lower 70s. Pueblo has had some more sun, so we've done a better job of warming up to 78. But let's kind of get into the forecast. So because of the rain we've seen, the mold pollens are up, as are the grass pollens, but the weed and the trees are a little lower. So moving past the algae report, temperatures outside, definitely some of the coolest day around is in El Paso County outside of the mountains. But that being said, with a little elevation, Monument Hill, Woodland Park, Rye, chilly 60s out of the San Luis Valley, doing a decent job of warming up from Walsenburg East. And a lot of that again with some sunshine and a little bit gustier wind. But this is always so cool. Whenever southern Colorado can get a dew point of 60 or above, it tends to mean we have a good chance for some heavy rain. In Colorado Springs in particular, dew points to get that high at our elevation, right near 60, is always very impressive. It tells me that there was some moisture that was swept from the plains right up into the interstate, and even Woodland Park, some of the mountain towns have some good saturation, which should lead to some rain. And there is a system on the move, kind of stretched out from that low pressure area right into the mountains. And while not a lot is happening in the high country, we'll take a look at a radar, just really kind of weaker showers at this point. These are expected to grow a little bit more over the next 2 hours, especially when they get closer to Teller County. But again, putting this radar on a stop, it's only the kind of faintest, weakest shower echoes at this point on the Doppler radar, which when we look at the futurecast kind of nails it. It has mostly those really weak showers until we get closer to 2. Then they get a little bit stronger. I'm kind of ignoring that one right on the county line by about 2 to 3. We finally start to bring some rain. Pockets of that could easily be heavy right through Teller County, and maybe a little bit of northern Fremont County. So this is 3 o'clock. At this point, some showers and storms will be trying to come into the Springs by 3 to 4. That's where a little bit more of the rain starts to develop in and through Colorado Springs. I have been seeing pretty consistent heavy rains through Ute Pass and maybe around Fort Carson and some of the mountains on the southwest side of Colorado Springs. So could be interesting there. By 5 o'clock, the storms are for the most part east of the city, maybe some residual rain in Fountain and a few showers in the backside mountains. But Canyon City to Pueblo, we could have spotty storms in Canyon City and maybe a brief heavy rain in Pueblo. But as storms move east, they might pick up a little bit more steam in Pueblo by 6 o'clock. Could throw from Walsenburg to Los Animas County a really heavy rain at the end of the evening here by 7 to 8 o'clock. But generally by 9 to 10, storms move east and they dry up. And we've got 2 meteor showers visible tonight, and if we can get the clouds out of the way by midnight, we'll be in good shape. So isolated, very small chances for flooding do exist today in Colorado Springs, but with the quick nature of these storms and the fact that we're not as warm, may not have strength, I'm not as worried about flooding, but there could still be, without what we are, some flooding issues and more rain through the weekend. Pueblo, we could get some heavy rain, but flooding is not much of a concern to me unless a rainstorm just kind of gets stuck in town, which it shouldn't. Storms should be able to move through at least within an hour or so. Canyon City, I think just some spotty storms, heavy rain possible. However, storms are more likely out to the weekend, and we think that Woodland Park will have some heavy rain. Flooding concerns are pretty minimal though, and then we go over through the weekend with more rain.